Hey fun! Happy Sunday! Welcome to my weekly reading, good advice for the week to come. And I did do this reading live earlier, but I've been having some really bad connection issues. So now for the time being, I'm doing the readings recorded. But it is Sunday and I'm doing a reading for the coming week, which is Monday the 13th until Sunday the 19th of May. And we'll get right to it. I'll tilt the camera down so that you can see my cards. Just a minute. There we go. Yeah, we are. Right. Oop. And we have a guest star. You can't see his nose right now, but he's pushing me around. That's my Lulu. Participating as always. So, the deck I'm using is Pam's Vintage Tarot, and you can find a link to an interview I made in my blog, and through there you can find the creator. That's Irene from My Lucky Card. And I will be drawing 3 cards for next week. First card is Stop, second card is Start, and third card is Continue. And that way we will find out what we need to do more of, and perhaps what we need to dial down a little. And also the Continue card is showing something we have already started doing earlier, but we still need to pay attention to that. Now, my deck is pre-shuffled, but so here we are. Right, first card is Stop. It's 2 of Pentacles, and there is a nose right here again on my desk. 2 of Pentacles is Stop, and then Start. Luro is sniffing my my face. Okay, I'm sorry. Right, so Start is Justice. Okay. And then Continue. 7 of Pentacles. Right, that's good. That's our cards for next week right there. I'll lift the cards up so that you can see them better. So, last week we got a lot of Pentacles, and that seems to be an ongoing issue. Which way? This way. There we go. We have 2 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles. And then we have 1 major arcana card, Justice. Okay. Interesting. But it seems that next week we still need to focus on everyday life and everyday life, the everyday running of our lives. That's still in kind of forefront with the Pentacles. Okay, let's look at the cards individually. This is 2 of Pentacles. Oh, does it not focus? Let's see. Well, I hope you can make out what this is. 2 of Pentacles. And 2s are about, well, they are about balance. And they are about union of 2 things. and looking at this particular card, there's a juggling act going on. Now this is my life most of the time, trying to juggle different things, keeping the ball rolling. But we got this card for stop this time. So this is really interesting. So have we been focusing on the juggling act, trying to keep everything moving, trying to balance everything, all these little pieces in our lives? We have been trying to keep them all running. And this is something we need to stop. We need to start focusing on certain aspects of our life. Perhaps even choose the aspects that are running smoothly and that seem to be going forward effortlessly. So instead of trying to make it all work, trying to keep it all going, we should pick and choose what is actually important in our lives. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And then Justice. Major Arcana card. This is in start position. Justice is, as the name suggests, it's about justice and fairness. Oh, we are getting a narrative here, actually, with this card. This card was, the Two of Pentacles was talking about choosing, picking and choosing the aspects that are actually important. And this card is kind of enforcing that. We need to concentrate on fairness and making good and just decisions, looking at things the way they really are, as not with our passion, but with being realistic. And we need to value the different aspects of our lives so that we can actually determine what is truly important for us to focus on now, that is. Because we won't be able to keep all these balls rolling all the time. If we try to do that, we might drop them all. So it's important to select the ones we focus on this coming week, that is. And let the others, you know, wait a while. But this does require judgment. It requires being just and seeing our own life clearly, so that we can determine what is important right now and what can wait for later. Okay, this is actually really important since this is a Major Arcana card. And then continue. This makes a lot of sense. Sevens are about, well, actually they are very much, they are about discord, but also about inner struggle. learning to know about ourselves. And this card is showing someone who is waiting, taking their time and letting this bush and these pentacles there, letting them grow. We have started this earlier. We have been doing a lot of soul searching earlier, and we need to continue with it. So we are on the right path. Okay, I'll take the camera up now so that you can see me. There we are. I'm just trying to get the camera right. Okay, here we go. So we got stop, start, and continue. Yeah, good combo this. So even though our coming week is about the practical aspects of our lives, what overrides everything is this card. Justice. And you know, fair justice. Being able to determine what truly is important in our lives. And what is urgent right now. So seeing clearly that way and valuing all the tasks we have in our lives, valuing them justly, if you know what I mean. So it's not just about doing this coming week. It is about rationality. It's about being rational and understanding what our priorities are. Okay, that's what it is. I was trying to find that word, but that's it. Priorities. So what we need to do next week is prioritize. Yeah. Because obviously all the things we do, they are important to us. All of them. I don't think we have much going on in our lives that are irrelevant. So this coming week, it is paramount that we prioritize wisely. And for that, we need to actually be able to value all these different aspects in our lives in order to see what the right priorities are at the moment. And this is obviously doesn't mean that for the rest of the year this is what we need to do. No, no, no. It is just for the coming week. And it could well be that trying to do it all this coming week would be particularly bad for us, would be particularly difficult, and could, in fact, hinder us a lot. Yeah. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, and thinking about myself, this is an important lesson for me because there is so much going on in my head and I like to do it all at the same time, you know, let my head go wild. But sometimes it is imperative to focus. And apparently this is the time to do just that. Okay, so that is our coming week. Looks good. Looks good. It's doable, as always. And if you're watching this in YouTube, then you can find this reading written down in my blog. And if you want to follow this series of weekly readings, it's really easy for you to do that. You can enter your email address in my blog and you will be notified whenever I post anything new. And also, if you are watching this in my blog, you can click through to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it will be easy for you to do that. There will be this small logo that will appear on the lower right hand side corner of this video by the end of the video. And if you click that, then you can easily subscribe. Also, this is a reading I do for my clients, that is. So if you have an issue in your life, or if you just generally feel you would benefit from a reading like this, for you personally, then you can find this reading in my web shop. It's Stop, Start, Continue, and you can place your order through there. But for now, this was our reading for coming week. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you a week from now. Okay? Hey, hey!